Okay, what we're going to do right here is go through a bunch of Android wallpapers I downloaded. I went on the Android marketplace and just downloaded a bunch of live wallpapers. The phone uses live wallpapers. I won't use anything but a live wallpaper. And I thought I'd just do a review of what is available here. So we're going to just go down the list and you can judge for yourself if it's something you'd be interested in. We're going to start with the top one. It's called Android Live Wallpaper. And basically it just shows the Android and the Android logo. And there's not much else you can do with that. So as you see right there, just a white background with a moving Android logo on it, which is kind of cool if you want a brighter background. There's not any interacting with it, but it still moves, which, like I said, if the phone does it, you might as well use a live wallpaper on there. At least that's the way I look at it. Let's go to the next one. Okay, the next one is something you would never find on the iPhone, apparently, because these things were all eliminated. This is actually kind of funny. I wouldn't use it, but it's a girl, and as you can see, you move the phone and interesting things happen. Now there are some settings on here. Okay, well, you can't use it unless you buy the premium version, which is fine. It's only 99 cents, so if you like that sort of thing, it's good for you. But you can actually manipulate this if you wanted to. You didn't know. You don't only have to shake it. You can actually move things with your fingers if you'd like. And there you go. Kind of interesting. All right, the next one is, by the way, that was a free version of something that you could pay for, and I guess there's different girls and things like that. All right, the next one on the list is Annie Pet Aquarium Trial. Again, it's another paid app, but you get a trial on this one. So let's see what it is. It's an aquarium, and it says this trial version expired. Well, I probably won't get any fish on here then, so this isn't quite the best of reviews here. But you do get a fully moving aquarium, and I think the only thing I'm missing here are the fish, because my trial expired on it, and I'm not going to be purchasing this app. But it's bright. It's actually nice. I like the colors on it, and it moves. So that might be cool if you're into fish. All right, the next one is Annie Pet again, Goldfish Trial. Let's see if my trial expired on this. Yes, it did. And you see no fish. You just see a bunch of rocks. No, actually there's a goldfish in there. And you can move the water by touching it. Alright, the next one is aquarium free. You got a bunch of fish here. There's no settings on it. Just set the wallpaper, and you have fish. And I guess you can move them by pressing. Actually, they're going up, so I don't know what they're doing. Maybe I'm feeding them by pressing. But they move. It's cool. Not my cup of tea, but that's alright. The next one is Aurora Kangorama. Let's see what this is. Alright, it's kind of purple, kind of moves. No real settings on this one. So, again, if you want a moving wallpaper, it's kind of, you know, it's not a lot going on, so it more highlights what you have on the screen rather than the actual wallpaper on there, which is kind of cool. And just a little bit of slight motion back there. I actually kind of like this one. It's not quite my color scheme, but I actually like it because it's not a lot going on. The next one is Balls on the Floor. Sounds interesting. No settings on this one, it just does what it does. So we're going to set the wallpaper, and it basically looks like I'm just kind of trying to see if they go with gravity or if they're just kind of rolling around. If they roll with... Alright, they're not doing anything that I control, but they're just rolling around. That's kind of different. Metal balls on the floor. Next one's kind of interesting. Brainy Pano wallpaper. It's one of those panorama pictures. Okay, and it's picking somewhere on Earth, and it's zooming in. And there we go. It's a panoramic view. Now, as you move the interesting thing about this is that as you move the phone, let's see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a panoramic picture. So as you move the phone, the background moves, which is kind of interesting. So you get to see different areas. So now I'm holding it down, you see the ground. I'm holding it up, you see what that view would be. And there are some settings with this, so let's check these settings out. I've never looked at this before. You can do high quality mesh, load from SD card, panel location, field of view. Change the field of view to make weird looking panos. You could do that. Texture size quality. Reload panel lists every blah 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 blah. That's an interesting one. Alright. Next one, colors, live wallpaper. Okay, there are no settings on this one. And it's sort of like a strobe. Let's see what that looks like. Alright. Kind of obnoxious for my liking, but it's kind of cool if you like it. Kind of a strobe effect. Oh, and when you press on it, look at that. You get more of a strobe effect. Interesting. Alright, let's try the next one. Falling snow. Alright, pretty simple. Might be good for the wintertime. Get you in the mood for the season. And okay, when you move things over, it moves the snow, so there is some interaction here. Alright. Cool. Let's see what else we have here. Falling snow is a different one. Okay, we get falling snow with a little nice background. Again, not the time of year for it. You have settings for this, so you have you can control the snow speed, speed it up a little, horizontal line, make it look like it's more stormy out. Number of flakes. Wow. You can actually put in the number of flakes you want. Enter a number less than 999. Let's do 888. And small flake size. You can make larger flakes. Large flake size. You can make them larger. And snowflake color. You can actually change the color of the snowflake, which is interesting. Galactic Core free. Now this is a free version. I assume there's a paid version. This is actually the wallpaper I'm using currently. I like it. It's cool, and you know, it suits my needs as of right now. And if I feel like I might need to need more options on it, I'll get the paid version. An interesting thing you might not know about the Android marketplace, but if you buy an app, you have 24 hours to return it. So you can use it, and if you don't like it, you can return it and get your money back. Like I said, right now I don't need to buy this app because I actually like the way it looks. I like to change things up a lot, so this is what I have right now. And it actually moves when you swipe your finger. It kind of tilts to that side. You can actually move it up and down as well, if you can see that. It's interesting. That's one I'm using currently. And let's see, IFS wallpaper. It's sort of like a bunch of colors going on in the background. And it's kind of cool. You know, it shows that you actually have stuff going on in the background. Probably is not very battery intensive because it is a black background, and small graphics on there. Now this one is interesting. K-Wall. It actually uses your camera. And right now I have some sort of weird something going on here, but that uses it as a background. So, see? Pretty cool.